About me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be making pumpkin. What's this? A jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. I have a large size and a small size, and it's stuffed with, I think, fiber film, but you can use whatever stuffing you have. If you have sponge. And for the large size, I think it took half of this, which is a total of 198 grams. And you can just use scrap yarns for the eyes, nose and mouth and stem. And for the small size, the small version, you can use scrap yarn to make this entire thing. And of course the nose is optional. I use a 4.5mm crochet hook, and I think this is fiber film. What this tutorial will follow the small size pattern, but I will link the free pattern for this size in the description. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we start off by doing a slip knot. Using the 4.5mm hook. Then we chain 17. Okay, once you have 17 chains, then we go into that second chain from the hook. So we skip that one closest to the hook, go into the second one, we do a single crochet, then we do a single crochet until the end of the chain. So that will be a total of 16 single crochets. I hope I'm not speaking too softly. So you should have a total of 16 single crochets here. So once we have single crochets going to the end, we chain 2, turn our work, and we place a double crochet here, and then double crochets until the end of this round. So we should have a total of 16 double crochets as well. We chain 1, turn our work, then we place a single crochet here, and in the other 15 double crochets. So we should have a total of 16 single crochets as well. And what we'll do, so this is basically what we'll do for all of this. So we should have a total of 28 rows or round, so that we should have 14 double crochets and 14 single crochets. So just keep repeating this pattern, as in total. So keep repeating this pattern after we're done with this single crochet round. we're going to chain 2 and turn our work to do double crochets. And once we're done with double crochets, then we're gonna chain 1, turn our work, and do single crochets. So that's the repeating pattern until we have a total of 28 rows or rounds, and I will meet you there. Okay, so I'm done. Hold on, let me just turn this down a bit. Alright, so I'm done. I actually did a total of 29, as somewhere along here I skipped a single crochet row, so I had to do an extra row to make up for what was missing. So what I need from you is to ensure that you begin with single crochets and end with double crochets, no matter what size or what size variation you're going to be doing. For here now, to finish this off, chain 1, then we measure about 16.5 inches for the thread, because we're going to use this part to weave in. Well, not just weave in, to stitch these sides together. So I think for both sizes you can use 16.5, but for me, why I still use 16.5 for this size, the small size, is because I'm able to close up the top and the bottom and the sides. Yeah, instead of having to cut more yarn to close it up. Yeah, so after you cut the long tail, you pull it through. Now what we're going to do now is the face. So we're going to be doing the eyes, nose, and mouth. So for the small yarn, the small size, we switch over to the 3 millimeter crochet hook, and you grab your black or whichever darker color yarn you choose to use. Me, for this tutorial, I'm going to use dark brown for the stem and black for the face. Alright, so using the 3 millimeter crochet hook, so we chain 2, we skip this first chain at the hook and go into the second chain. We make one single crochet, we chain 1, then into that single crochet we're going to place 2 single crochets here. So this is 1, then another one, which is 2, we chain 1, turn our work, we place 1 single crochet here, then 2 into this other single crochet. So this is 1 and 2, and this will be the eyes. So we chain 1 and we cut a tail for weaving in, and we make one more, because for this one, this jack-o'-lantern has 2 eyes. Okay, so for the nose, slip knot, chain 2, so 1 and 2, 1 single crochet here, oopsie, okay, so So we skip the chain closest to the hook. We go in the second chain and we make 1 single crochet, chain 1, turn our work, and then we place 2 single crochets here, chain 1, and cut a tail to weave in. So this is the nose, and now we're gonna go onto the mouth, slip knot, and we chain 11. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We skip the chain closest to the hook and we place a single crochet into that second chain, then another single crochet in the next chain, then we place a half double crochet in the third chain, then in the next 4 chains we're gonna place a double crochet. Then a half double crochet, then 2 single crochets to finish it off. So this is 1 and another in that next chain, and you can probably slip stitch into that same chain there, chain 1, and then you cut a tail long enough to stitch it in to like go around it. So this is the mouth. Then for the stem, make a magic circle. Chain 1, and we place 6 single crochets here, 6 single crochets in the circle. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We pull the tail to tighten the ring, then we go into that first single crochet here, and we make a slip stitch, chain 1, and in that same space we place 1 single crochet, we go around again for a total of 6 single crochets. And once you have a total of 6, you're gonna slip stitch into the top of that the top of the first single crochet, and you will repeat this for a total of 4 rounds, and I meet you there. Alright, so It was actually a total of 5 rounds for the stem. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna take our tapestry needle and stitch all of this onto it. You will try to keep them not too close but not too far apart, as the top and the bottom will be gathered up to close. So keep it central, and you know, you can eyeball it or you can measure it yourself to get them evenly on both sides, because it will be a sphere or circle at the end. So alright, so once you're done attaching the face, what we will do now is to take the long tail, insert it through the needle. Right, so we're going to insert the needle through this first V, then over into the other side, and same here. I don't know if this is what they call the whip stitch. I totally forgot. But you can use whatever stitch you feel most comfortable attaching. But I am doing this on the right side. If you need to flip the work, like do it on the wrong side to get the appearance you would prefer, you can do that. But alright, once you're done attaching, once you're done closing this opening, stitching them together, I'll meet you there. Alright, so once we're at the bottom here, what we'll do now is to basically do, I think this is like a running stitch. I'm not a stitch expert. This is what I basically alternate. So we go over this part, under, over, under, over, and you pull through. So it's like we're gathering it together using the same thread from what we used to connect the both ends together. So it might be a bit loose, so what you can do here now, when you've pulled it as tight as you can go across to, you know, tighten it, ensure that it's closed. Then you just push it through here, pull it up through to the other opening. That's if you have a long enough tail. If you don't, then you just weave it in and then cut a next piece of yarn. So now we're going to stuff it. You don't have to make it too stuffed, but it all depends on what you're going for, because we're gonna have to seal the top as well, so be mindful. Okay, I think this is enough. if you want it to be stiff, then you know you can make it more taut. Alright, so now the same thread, if you have enough, then you do the same thing up here. Jack-o'-lantern, however it sounds. And now we'll just do the little stummy. Okay, and so this is the finished jack-o'-lantern, and depending on how you stuff it, the shape may be more round or more flat. So these are my teeny tiny jack-o'-lanterns. And then the big jack-o'. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And